Plenty of great things to do in Southern California, including checking out the Santa Monica Yacht. Or how about the Hollywood Walk of Fame? But when I think of the area around Los Angeles, I think of the NHRA and the birthplace of drag racing. Anticipation is at an all-time high for the 2009 season opener that starts right now at Auto Club Raceway. Rain has gone away, and it will not threaten us today as we welcome you to the Cragen O'Reilly Winter Nationals here at Auto Club Raceway in Pomona, California, where Bob Fry is standing next to me. I am Dave Reef, and both of us have shown lots of patience, as have the fans, as have the teams, as have the NHRA Safety Safari that has had to endure 6 days of rain. But Bob, we're ready to start off this new 2009 Lucas Oil drag racing season, and it's going to be an exciting one.
Not the classic way that anybody wanted to start the season, but everybody's dealing from the same deck. The limited number of qualifying runs, the weather they had to fight through. Some teams were not able to stay around. Of course, most of the drivers and teams in the Lucas Oil Sportsman category do this as a hobby. They're not full-time racers, so we'll see some bye runs coming up. We're also going to see some magnificent action.
Let's talk about Top Alcohol Dragster, where there's been one big change in the class. No longer can the A-Fuel cars run 96% nitromethane. They've been dropped down to 94. What's that going to mean?
Obviously some changes in the tune-up for the cars, but I talked to some of the drivers, Bill Reichert, Arthur Gallant, some of the real great practitioners of this, and they tell me it really shouldn't be have an adverse effect on them. We'll find out here today.
We've got great fields in both categories, and with that being said, it is finally time to go racing here at Auto Club Raceway, and we're going to start with the Top Alcohol Funny Car. Here's the ladders presented by Lucas Oil, and you can see some of those matchups have already been decided, but coming up, we're about ready to see Frank Manzo pick his lane, Ken Webster as well. On the other side, Clint Thompson, the number 2 qualifier, will pick his lane, as will Sean O'Bannon. You see the cars that have already moved on to round number 2.
Interesting mix of race cars. The veterans, you saw Frank Manzo, Tony Bartone, Doug Gordon. You also had some younger drivers that we will see here, like Ryan Kono, driving the Lemon and Knox team machine against Ken Webster. First time he's participated at an NHRA national event, qualified very well. Keep your eye on this all-Canadian team here this weekend.
Kono with a little trouble at the starting line. That allows Webster to streak on down the racetrack, 563, 257. We've got conditions out here. We're going to see better numbers than that today.
Impressive numbers for that team. They came out, ran a 571 early in qualifying, go 563 right here. I'm telling you, that team can go rounds here this weekend.
Before our next matchup, Ken Webster is at the far end.
563 with an 8. How did it feel?
Felt pretty good. Actually, really good.
Were you surprised the track was as good as it was, being green like that?
No, watching the rest of these cars go down the track, they're doing just a fantastic job. And the crew, obviously, all weekend, happy on heck.
How was your mindset coming in? You'd been sitting around for 2 days waiting for this first round to start.
Well, this is actually my first national event in a funny car. Actually, my first event, period. So, obviously, those nerves are probably a little more than just coming into the event. But actually, overall, pretty good.
Ken Webster and his team, one of the 4 teams in this field that actually did some testing. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit.
Great matchup. O'Bannon on the right side, Taylor on the left. O'Bannon a bit out of the groove. Who's going to win this one at the finish line? That one's close, and it's Dennis Taylor with a 564. This one very, very tight at the finish line.
And the BTO Sports Machine, new sponsors on Dennis Taylor's team car, got a little bit of a handful at the end of the racetrack. Now watch this. Good matchup for the 2 off the starting line. Taylor's got his hands full. Watch this. He'll drift way out of the groove at the end of the track.
Margin of victory about 23 inches. Here's Dennis at the far end.
Well, I'm surprised it ran that quick. I had to short shift it. It was out there rattling and got close to the wall. And man, I'm just happy it turned on the wind light. I don't care what it ran, but that's even better. Thanks a lot, guys. This Plumbing Concepts car, the BTO car, just, you know, we only got one run on Thursday, and it's kind of a crapshoot out there for everybody right now. So we're just happy to be here and turn on the wind light.
This is Clint Thompson, scheduled to take on Daniel Oliver, who was a no-show. So Clint's going to get a free run at this racetrack, Bob, and it's a great racetrack because it's very, very cool here in Pomona.
Anytime you get the opportunity to make a solo run, Clint Thompson dodging one right there. He's playing with house money. He could go up there and try to run the car hard, try some new combinations. There was like a free test run for him right there. May have gotten away with one. We might not know until we check in with him at the end of the racetrack, but that was an excellent run.
Technically 13.797 for those of you scoring at home as we get ready for Frank Manzo and Mark Wasnicek. Here's Clint at the far end.
Well, you know, we had a single. Our opponent left, I guess, because of the rain. They couldn't hang around, so we had a chance to just kind of go for it and try it, see what the track would hold. So we stepped on it a little bit and lit the tires up right after I let the clutch out. So good racetrack out there. We obviously just gave it a little bit too much juice, and now we'll go tune it back up like we had it and come back and face Doug Gordon in round number 2.
Before I get letters and emails, it was an excellent run because he won at the round. That was my point, not from a performance standpoint.
How good is this racetrack? We might find out right here with Frank Manzo, the Lucas Oil car, the reigning champion. Wasnicek out of it. And how about these numbers? 548, 263, boom.
Guys out here in the West Coast must love it when Frank brings the Lucas Oil Chevrolet back here. I saw him at the Division I banquet, presented him with his division championship. He came here to this race because of the rain. His wife is actually leaving to fly over to Paris. He's going to actually race the car right here. These are not the kind of numbers the other guys in the class want to see from Frank at the very first race of the season.
There's those snow-capped San Gabriels. Gives you an idea just how much moisture we've had. We look forward now to round number 2 where Manzo will pick his lane against Tony Bartone back in the class. That's a big story.
Huge matchup right there, and we're going to hear from Frank. He very rarely is happy with his runs, but I think even he liked that pass.
Ace 548 with a 4. How did it feel?
Like a rocket ship. It's great air here. NHRA did a great job with the track, and to be honest with you, we kind of went for it a little bit, you know. We were actually afraid the motor was going to make too much power and drive through the clutch, but made an excellent run, had the front end for a long time. This just goes to show you how good NHRA is. It's Lucas and Hoosier Tire going to the next round. We'll see what happens.
And the fans that stuck around will certainly be looking forward to that. Top Alcohol Dragsters are on the racetrack. When we come back, Dennis Swearingen and Dwayne Shields kick it off in the Craig and O'Reilly Winter Nationals.
The advanced technology E3 Diamond Fire spark plug is the most powerful spark plug you can buy. Diamond Fire technology projects the spark right into the fuel mixture for more complete fuel burn, more power, better economy, reduced emissions, and extended like-new performance. Ask for powerful, fuel-efficient E3 Diamond Fire spark plugs for cars, trucks, and small engines too. E3 Diamond Fire spark plugs. Feel the burn.
96, there are 26 cats in a show. Use the equation on page 337 to find out.
Something big is happening on your birthday. Because this year, we're inviting you to join us at one of our parks on your birthday, absolutely free. So log on to register your birthday at DisneyParks.com. What will you celebrate?
Welcome to Progressive's Concierge Claims Center. You must be Mr. Garcia.
I was a little fender bender.
We have your reservation right here. We'll assess the damage, coordinate the repairs, and call you when it's fixed. And it all comes with your policy. Here's your rental.
Can I see it again?
Taking care of everything for you. That's Progressive. Call or click today.
The Player of the Year frontrunner headlines Big Monday.
Oh, what a move by Blake Griffin.
Mr. Double-Double and the Sooners take the court, but can they take down the Jayhawks, who are gunning for a 5th straight Big 12 title? Big Monday begins at 7 tomorrow on ESPN.
The NHRA Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, brought to you by Lucas Oil, made in America and sold to the world. It is finally sunny here at Auto Club Raceway, which is exactly what these cars need for drag racing. Here's a look at the Top Alcohol Dragster ladder presented by Lucas Oil. Sean Cowie, the #1 qualifier here this weekend.
And that is a supercharged car. And Jim Whiteley there in the #2 spot, a supercharged car. Jury's still out on whether the 94% nitro has had an effect on the blown cars being at the top here. Remember, they were very short and only had the 1 round in qualifying, so we may learn a little bit more by watching the 8 fuel cars run here in eliminations.
Here's Dennis Swearingen, that good-looking car on the left side of the racetrack. Dwayne Shields, who finished in the top 5 in the world. Shields, though, going to cross the finish line first, but if you look way back at the start line, you're going to see he went 0.25 red. Dennis Swearingen, the automatic win.
I was sitting here shaking my head. I saw the red light, then saw the drop cylinder, saw the 538. That's a tough way for Dwayne Shields to lose. You hate to come in with the better race car, run the better numbers, and give it up before you go buy the Christmas tree.
Sean Cowie and Larry Mersch complete their burnouts. They'll be our next pair. Meanwhile, down at the far end, get a big win like that. Yeah, you get a kiss from your wife. Way to go, Dennis. Here is that #1 qualifying Sean Cowie. Ooh, Larry Mearsh gave him all he wanted to at the drop of the green, but then he smokes the tires. Check out Cowie's number, 533, 266. Wow, conditions are great.
Excellent numbers, better than he qualified. And remember, he was #1. He goes 533. That's a big speed race car. It's a very talented driver, too.
Nice job by him. Back to the starting line. There's Courtney Force burning out, but first let's check in with Sean at the far end.
Oh, this is awesome. What a weekend. You know, thank God for the sunshine today. I'm missing a couple crew members, you know, wish they were here today. And hopefully we can bring a trophy home for them today.
How hard is it to do something like this when you're shorthanded?
Oh, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. There's only 3 of us this weekend. Normally we have about 6, so we're cut in half. So, this is awesome.
It'll get really tough for any of the teams that have mechanical problems and have to make big major repairs between rounds.
We saw Courtney Force with Lori and Ashley behind her looking on. We'll see Brittany in just a moment, but she's got a pretty tough customer, a drop cylinder, and that's all Jim Whiteley needs. Why not? 551, 263 miles an hour, and Dad's scratching his head.
Jim Whiteley got away with one there. You saw the car stumble off the starting line, almost like it had a stick shift transmission, and then picked the wheels up again. 551, not the kind of time he's going to be happy with. Ran 263 miles an hour.
There's Chris Dempke. That's one of the solos we'll be looking at here in just a minute, but right now Jim's at the far end.
Well, it shook pretty hard on the bottom, and pedal didn't come back, and let the motor fall, the clutch tightening up, but we got by that, so we'll see what we can do on the next one.
Are you guys shorthanded here?
A little bit. We got a couple of guys filling in, actually one guy from home, so we'll see if we can manage to put everything back together right.
Was it worth waiting around for a couple of days?
Yeah, definitely. Look at this weather. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
That is a very good supercharged car with a great crew. We'll talk more about that in the next round.
Ashley Bart was supposed to be in the right lane. She had to withdraw. Dempke will get a solo. Let's see what kind of numbers he can pick up. Ooh, looks pretty good off the starting line. A little puff of smoke is going to cost him ET. Nope, 530, 265, and a great run.
That is a spectacular run. Plus, you saw that move that he made off the starting line. Got into a little bit of trouble, almost the same place where Jim Whiteley did before they went into second gear. Straightened it back out, went right on down. You can see the rest of that team, Jerry Mattern's crew, very happy, and they should. Supercharged car on this track and these days, running 30 when you're better than Whiteley, better than Cowie. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we really want to run a 520 something, but I'll take a 30 flat. We were trying something there because I had a single that round. Ashley Bart, my competition, she had to go home, but hey, I'll take that on a Tuesday afternoon at Pomona. Who'd have thought it? That helps us going into the next round, that's for sure. I'm on the same side of the ladder as Sean Cowie, so I'm sure we're going to need that 30 to go after him in a round or two.
And they will, but he'll be going in knowing that on that run, that round, he had the better race car.
Johnny Otten is in the near lane on the far side. Doug Heggie, if that car looks familiar, you betcha. Luke Shelley Anderson would have probably lived that a long, long time ago in Top Fuel.
The car's been around for a while, made a lot of winning runs, and here's one more.
Here is the numbers. Johnny Otten, 551, 239. That's quicker than the 558. And Johnny Otten has lane choice. Dennis Swearingen in round number 2.
Another one of the second-generation racers. Dad been involved with a lot of different things, truck pulling and stuff like this, but right now that car is running about as well as it ever has.
We saw Courtney. This is Brittany, but at the far end, it's Johnny.
Felt pretty good. It shook pretty hard in the center. I had to pedal it once. I was rattled the tire real hard through the center. It's probably from us sitting so long, waiting to get going, but we'll take it. We'll take it any way we can. It's sunny. But I got to thank, Hedman Headers, Lucas Oil for putting everything on for us. And we're going to go back and service this thing as fast as we can so we can get back up here and run again.
You just saw Courtney Force. She was knocked out just a moment ago. This is her sister, Brittany Force, and Justin Davis. That's a tough customer.
There are no easy draws in this. And Justin Davis with that Steve Federline team is just dynamite off the starting line. That's a big speed car, too.
Let's check out these numbers. 536, 265. You want to move on to round number 2 in Pomona? You better at least have something. Runs in the 530s. John, looking back, can't believe both of his daughters been knocked out at this season opening event. A good job for Justin Davis and Steve Federlin and Blythe Patty and the entire crew as we get set for the next pair. Let's quickly go back down to the far end, check in with Justin.
Man, this is awesome, man. We did a lot of testing this year. These guys, my boys, my team, Patty, Steve, everybody. This is just amazing. I mean, 36. That was amazing. This is just, I didn't think it was gonna run that. It got out there, shook just a little bit, plugged her into high, and it just went down the track. I gotta thank my team, my sponsors, JLG, Acme, everybody, and Lucas Oil for putting this event on.
How much better does it feel to beat a force in the other lane?
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Thank you.
All race cars all the time. We're coming fast and furious as we bring you now Ed Schmeckley and Brandon Johnson.
Two very solid race cars. Ed Schmeckley, one of the most improved that we've seen here over the little bit that we've seen here in the 09 season. Puts a big number up on the board, 540. 245 though, speed down a little bit at the end of the racetrack. That's a nice elapsed time. Good move off the starting line for the great veteran out of Gothenburg, Nebraska, but wonder why the speed was down a little bit on that run.
This is Kevin Wayman burning out. He will be set to take on Randy Akins in just a moment, but down at the far end, let's catch up with Ed.
How was the track after a couple down days with rain?
I think it's fantastic. I don't think it could be any better. Great for a blown car. I don't know about the hay fuel cars, but works good for us.
And I know he feels really badly for those hay fuel cars.
Absolutely. And the tip of the cap to Safety Safari. They've been the hardest working guys on the racetrack all weekend. Here is Wayans and Akins. Oh! Big burst of flames, but it does not cost Mr. Wayman, who gets 570, 235. Problems, though. Akins hasn't got to shoot. This is a short shutdown area. Hold on.
Ooh, look out. Oh, man. That is a disastrous way to start the season. Let's just hope that he's okay. Hit that pea gravel down there. I got to tell you, the end of the racetrack here, it's like a black hole. Always seems to get somebody in it, no matter what length racetrack you're running here. They're running the quarter mile here. Comes out, you can see the chutes never come out. And the way the car is not bouncing like you would normally expect, I would have to think he's also having some problem with the brakes or lack thereof. He hits that pea gravel at a pretty good rate of speed. And watch the front end of this car just bend up.
That first catch, Finn snaps it straight back. Randy Akins got a whole face full of steering wheels. He's out of the race car. He is okay, and we are just getting started. Stick around. More Lucas Oil drag racing from Auto Club Raceway in just a moment.
Hard, and I let go try and get some more pressure.
Hey, CP.
Yeah.
What do you think you'd go for tonight? 16? 17?
Nah, I think I'm gonna go for 28.
28? You ever get that before?
Yeah, last year in Washington.
All right. Good luck with that. Feeling brave, huh?
Yeah. 12, 16, and a 28. Yeah. Spicy Kung Pao chicken.
Right. Thanks. 15 minutes.
Lucas Oil. We're big on the track with years of high-performance racing experience. We're the world leader in problem-solving attitudes. #1 in heavy-duty trucking, proven through decades of testing and advanced racing machines. Lucas Oil is uniquely formulated to resist thermal breakdown, fuel contamination, and designed to run cooler and last twice as long as the competition. High-performance Lucas Oil. Now available for everyday driving. Lucas Oil. It works. Available at fine retailers nationwide.
Looking to save time and eliminate paperwork? Connect a phone line to your Dish Network receiver. Then, view your statement. Make a secure Dish Network bill payment. Set up credit card auto pay to automatically pay your bill monthly and more. Even upgrade your programming package without picking up the phone. Add Dish HD, Dish Latino, adult programming, premium movie packages, and great interactive games. Connect a phone line to your receiver and check out the new and improved Dish Network customer support on Dish Home Channel 100 today.
You may find Narnia a more savage place than you remember.
Peter, dear,
I've missed you.
Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, rated PG.
Back at the second longest running national event in the NHRA calendar, the 49th annual Craig and O'Reilly NHRA Nationals. And Bob, just a moment ago, Randy Akins stole everybody's breath.
Yeah, this is just tough. You can see the chutes never deployed, and I still say it's got to have problems with the braking because the car's not bouncing up and down trying to slow down.
Now, earlier we did catch up with a very lucky Randy Akins out the far end of the racetrack.
Randy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just it's part of racing. It's unfortunate this happened to our team, but we'll come back.
What happened?
You know, went through the lights, pushed the button for the fire for the parachutes. Parachutes didn't come out. Went for the second parachute, and it didn't deploy. And so I went for the kill switches, fuel shut off, get everything shut off. Double check to make sure all the parachutes are good. And I mean, I was on those brakes as hard as I could, and it wouldn't even stop it. You know, I knew that Safety Safari does a good job, and I knew the nets were going to protect me. I was just trying to keep it as straight as possible. You know, hopefully keeping the car straight and going into the net straight, they would protect it, but it still wadded up that car pretty bad.
After the great run they had at Houston there a while back when he won 3 rounds on hole shots and moved to that championship, come out with a new car and have that is just a very tough way to start the season. You can hear it in his voice. Obviously extremely disappointed, but safe, and that's the main thing.
Now back at the starting line, here come the top alcohol funny cars in a prime time matchup. That's Frank Manzo. And in the near lane, back in the category, Tony Bartone.
I talked to Frank Manzo at the Division I banquet. He was relishing the idea of seeing Tony Bartone come back in the class. He said he just brings out the absolute best in us. They've met 17 times. Frank's won 9 of them. The last time they met, back in 2000 at Maple Grove in the final, Tony had already run, set the national record, goes into the final round, is quicker and faster than Frank in the finals, lost on a hole shot. Guarantee you remembers. They were both in the 550s back then. It was one of the absolute great side-by-side runs in the history of this class. Rick Jackson's put this team back together. Von Smith drove this car in the past. Had very good success here at this racetrack. And I tell you what, Tony Bartone is going to be a welcome addition to this class unless you have to race him.
Well, Frank Manzo would like to say something about that. He's had that number 1 on the side of his car for a long, long time now. But you know, Tony Bartone's one of those guys that could sneak up on you. This team, with Tony back behind the wheel here, just kind of getting back into it. Hasn't run real quick yet. Frank's been quick all weekend long.
Oh, my.
Oh, that is unbelievable. Oh, and Frank's really going to be killing himself. 547, 263, but it does not matter.
Big time numbers, top 10 numbers in ET, a booming speed, and he's got nothing to show for it. Frank Manzo fouls out by 100th of a second, and he is going to absolutely be crushed by that. His last 3 red light starts in his career have come at this racetrack, and that is just a tremendous upset. Great win for Tony Bartone.
The 10th quickest and fastest time in the sport's history, but all for naught. We could have more times and speeds just like that at the AC Delco Gator Nationals. We come your way on ESPN2 Saturday, March the 21st. It's the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, Gainesville, Florida, coming to the TV near you. You know him?
Got 2 words for him. Barber shop.
I do like that. Hell. Clint Thompson completes his burnout. Meanwhile, down at the far end, Tony Bartone has taken off the safety equipment after a big win.
He Redlet? Get out of here.
Tony can't believe it.
He Redlet?
Tony, how many times you got to tell you, brother, he fouled out?
Hey, red light.
You're kidding me. Gee.
Oh, great matchups coming at you all in the second round. That's Doug Corden. Clint Thompson's in the near lane. More about that. But once again, here's Tony.
I'm usually pretty perceptive on the starting line. I never saw the tomato. I wasn't fond of the way I drove the car, but you know what they say, a win is a win. So we're going into the quarterfinals with this center point collision red line oil car, and can't wait for the semifinals.
How good does it feel to be back home in an alcohol funny car?
Well, you know, I'm still battling and driving it to 100%, but you know, every lap I'm getting a little stronger, and you know, I've been out of the alcohol cars for 10 years. When he drove the A-Fuelers, you didn't have to rev them up and shift them, but another couple laps I'll be there. Thank you.
That's because these cars are tough to drive. We don't talk about it near enough.
Here's Clint Thompson coming up. One of the cars I talked about that actually tested during the offseason. Frank Manzo, Clint Thompson, Ken Webster, Sean O'Bannon. Top 4 qualifiers. All went out to Vegas, all tested, all ran well coming into here.
Great conditions, 64 degrees air temperature, the track right there as well. That's why we're seeing some of these big ETs, big speeds. Not normally this nice at Pomona. It's great today. That's a pretty good old drag race, especially if your name is Doug Gordon.
Wow.
551, 261, career best ET, career best speed.
To quote Allen Iverson, practice? I don't need no stinking practice. Wow, huge run for Doug Gordon. He and his dad have been very familiar figures and fixtures to this racetrack for a long while. 551 career best numbers, and back on the starting line, the crowd goes wild. What a marvelous run. Clint Thompson almost didn't have a chance over there in the other lane. That is a big-time Frank Manzo-like run, and with Frank out of here, all of a sudden, Gordon might be the favorite.
A green light run, nonetheless. Ken Webster, Brian Thiel complete their burnouts. That's the next matchup coming your way. But first, as we do, every time, checking in with Doug Gordon at the far end.
I felt pretty good. It shook a little bit in the middle low, but then ran right through it, and I revved her up in the gears, and I didn't ever see him. I didn't see a wind light, so I didn't know what happened, and you guys came towards me. I was pretty excited, but man, that's tough to beat Clint Thompson. He's one of the best out there.
Is the track coming to you now it's getting warmer?
Well, I think the track's excellent. The track's been excellent, and we just got to, you know, put it to it. Obviously, Frank Manzo runs 47 on it. Its track is killer. We just got to make it happen too. Yeah.
It's teethy.
It really is. That was an impressive run right there. Wow, 51. That's in the twilight zone. There aren't a lot of guys that have been in the 40s. You start running 51, 52, you got a race car that can win this race.
That is Ken Webster in the near lane on the opposite side of the racetrack. That is Brian Thiel. Webster already with a 563 in round number 1. That's a pretty good run, but conditions out there to run a little bit better. Can he step it up?
Yeah, Brian told me they're going to run a whole lot of national event divisional races, like 15 or 16 this season for the youngsters. Boy, look at that Canadian team. Huh? They're running well.
The near lane, 563 again, 258. 563 going to be good enough for lane choice over Tony Bartone in the semifinals.
It's pretty cool. Your debut race, you had to wait a couple of days to get out there. You get one qualifying round. You come out, you're running like a bracket car with 563, 563, and the All-Canadian team running very well. And in his first national event, now he's in the semifinals here at Pomona.
2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Ken Webster is down at the far end, no doubt, with a great big smile on his face.
It feels good, I'll tell you. Beautiful conditions. The team, the car, Jeff Goodwin, Sin Oil. I can't thank him enough. Frank Hawley, of course, that's kind of where I've come from, and he kind of taught me what I know, so I'm happy.
That 563 gets you lane choice against Bartone in the next round.
Right lane.
That must be where most of those teeth are at, although keep in mind what Frank Manzo did over in the other lane. Can't come to Southern California without seeing that man. That's Dennis Taylor. The near lane, it's going to be Brett Williamson.
Like a home game for Dennis Taylor. Nobody in the alcohol funny car class has made more runs, more appearances at the Winter Nationals than Brett Williamson and his dad. This is his 22nd appearance here at the Winter Nationals in an alcohol funny car.
Well, if Dennis Taylor's not racing cars, he's talking about him. Here's DT with another Sportsman Tech Tip.
NHRA has mandated that all fuel and alcohol cars must have a custom-fitted seat to the driver's body, or a fingerprint-style seat. This has been in use in Indy and Formula One cars for many years and has made its way to drag racing. Today, we're going to be using one of these ISP kits to do a seat for Doug Gordon.
The first thing we do is we take the 1/4-inch foam base, which is kind of like a primer coat. This is what the foam material will stick to and adhere to. And we measure that and cut that so it lays in the center of the seat from top to bottom. Then we prepare the bag. We put the 1/4-inch foam piece that we've already cut into the bag, which again is the base for the poured seat. Now we take some double-sided tape, lay in the seat. Now this is going to hold the bag in place, and this is very important. If you don't do this correctly, the bag might wrinkle too much, and every wrinkle that the bag sees, the seat is going to see. Now we're going to mix the chemicals together. Once the chemicals are mixed together, we want to work rapidly to pour the chemicals into the bag. Once we have poured the chemicals into the bag, the driver needs to sit down with his bottom first and kind of wiggle around a little bit to spread out the chemicals. And basically he just sits there for about the next 10 minutes or so while the material grows like bread dough all the way around him. We take the driver out of the car. Now we're going to actually bust the seat out of the tape and we're ready for trimming. Once the seat is trimmed, we lay on a Carbon X material to cover the seat so it has a fire retardant covering both on the front and the back. Okay, there's the finished product. It's going to be 2 hours of your time and your crew's help on the weekend to get this done. But the best part, it is a do-it-yourself kit.
Bob, you have one of those seats in the boot, don't you?
Yeah, it does. It just sits down. It's a recliner, goes up and down and stuff. Doug Gordon got his butt put back in the seat on that 551 run that he made. I got to tell you, that was impressive stuff.
Yes, he did. Brett Williamson, you see he got around Brian Smith in round number 1. And there's Dennis Taylor, no doubt, with one of those form-fitted seats. Going to try to protect the home turf here. Pomona.
Yeah, two of the great veterans at this racetrack, Southern California. Dennis with his new BTO Sports sponsorship on the side of the race car. And still a lot of thanks to the folks at Plumbing Concepts that have helped him out over the years. Brett Williamson, like I said, a lot of runs down this racetrack, and he and his dad going back, been involved with the sport a long while, also into the upholstery business for race cars and street cars. They just do a great job. And this is a very good outing for the Williamsons.
Ooh, DT out of the groove a little bit. Yep. That's going to cost him. There's stars in the front of Brett Williamson's car. And stars are heading to the semifinals. 566, 250 miles an hour. DT was right there, but that little wiggle may have cost him.
Absolutely. You see the numbers. A hundredth of a second different in the elapsed time. I don't believe mathematically that Brett Williamson ever trailed in that drag race. Out of the gate first, hit the stripe first.
Ken Webster will pick his lane over Tony Bartone coming up in the top alcohol funny car semifinals on one side. On the other side, it will be Doug Gordon with that 551. Now the man to beat here in Pomona as we check in. Brett Williamson at the far end.
Very stout. I didn't think it had it in it, quite honestly. Been out here in the rain, and we only got one qualifying shot. The first round was ugly. I outcoasted the guy. This time here, I don't know what happened to Dennis, but he's a good guy. I'd like to thank all my guys. Half of them aren't even here today, but Lucas Oil and all my boys doing a good job.
Hey, be glad you're enjoying the rain here. There is feet of snow up around Mount Baldy. That's the Santa Monica Pier, about an hour to the west, right up to 10.
Everything's up to 10.
Duh. What more could you want? How about dragsters? They're coming up next.
The advanced technology E3 Diamond Fire spark plug is the most powerful spark plug you can buy. Diamond Fire technology projects the spark right into the fuel mixture for more complete fuel burn, more power, better economy, reduced emissions, and extended like-new performance. Ask for powerful, fuel-efficient E3 Diamond Fire spark plugs for cars, trucks, and small engines too. E3 Diamond Fire spark plugs. Feel the burn.
Excuse me. Do you know the way to Route 70?
Nope.
What is that?
That's the money you could be saving with Geico. Poor fella. Must have been following you for miles. Looks tired.
Tell me who's watching. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Introducing the People Want It Now event, because the people want a great lease and they want more.
The people want to go green.
And go fast.
The people want value that lasts.
The people have always wanted that.
The people want to be carefree about maintenance.
Am I high maintenance?
Nah.
The people want to go further on every tank.
The people want to go potty now.
The People Want It Now event, happening now.
For a limited time, lease a 2009 Jetta, Rabbit, or new Beetle for only $199 a month. Legendary Volkswagen value. It's what the people want.
When it comes to Italian sauce, some people prefer this jar, but more people prefer this sauce. Winner of the blind taste test. The sweet and savory taste of Prego. It's in there.
On sale now.
Back at the season opening, Cregan O'Reilly Winter Nationals Auto Club Raceway in Pomona, California. Alongside of Bob Fry, I'm Dave Reef. Glad you could join us at home. So we've got spectacular racing, despite the fact we're on day 6 of this national event. No big deal there.
Great matchups coming up in this round. If you look at that, we got the supercharged cars. Huge matchup. Cowie and Schmeckley will be matching up Chris Dempke and Kevin Wayman. As we take a look over on the other side, boy, you got Whiteley and Davis, Swearingen and Otten. The A-Fuel cars are dropping like my stock portfolio here in this round.
You mentioned big matchups with blowing cars. We're going to start right away with Sean Cowie and Ed Schmeckley.
Nice article about Ed Schmeckley in the Gothenburg Times back in Nebraska before they headed west to come out here for this race. They plan on running a lot of events this year. He and James Stevens is crew chief. By comparison, young Sean Cowie over there on the other side. Remember, 65-year-old Ed Schmeckley over there in the other lane. Division champ. His crew chief was named Division 5 crew chief at the year last year, coming off a very solid season, but they've never run like this. A little bigger motor, little new combination for this year, but they're going to get a test from Cowie.
Cowie, the #1 qualifier. Oh, wow. Gave it up at the end. You saw the smoke coming out. Look at Schmeckley's numbers, 528, 270. Wow.
Had never run in the 30s before coming out here this weekend. Jumps right over him, goes 528.7. That is awesome for Ed Schmeckley. See the team back there on the start. That snappy dressing team. Best appearing crew, by the way, here this weekend. What a great job right there. 528.7. That is just outstanding. That may be the run of elimination so far in the dragster class.
It's Chris Dempke in the Peenright car getting ready for a solo run. Kevin Wayman was unable to make the call back, but wow, how about that run from Ed Schmeckley? Standing by down at the far end.
How happy would you be if I told you 528 with a 7?
That would be out of sight. I didn't know I had to do it.
That run was out of sight. Do you have anything left for the next round?
Oh yeah, lots and lots.
Cool. How's the track coming to you now that the sun's getting high?
It's beautiful. Can't get any better. Love it.
How about fast Ed? 528. That means Sean Cowie sitting in that lane back there saw that number come up on the scoreboard and said, okay, it's out here.
How come everybody named Ed is Fast Ed? It's never like Fast Bob or Fast Dave. It's always Fast Ed. Fast Ed. Come on. But that was a very impressive run. Whoever wins this is going to have to hustle. I mean, not whoever wins this. When Dempke runs, he's going to have to hustle if he wants to get lane choice.
Let's check out the number. 531, 264. Good numbers, but not good enough. He's going to be disappointed, I think.
Think about a 531 with a blown car. You don't even get lane choice going into the next round. They're playing hardball out here to start the season. But Dempke, Jerry Mattern, the Peenright car, solid performance. They got the thing really dialed in. It's running like a bracket car.
Dennis Swearingen completes his burnout. In the other lane, Johnny Otten. Down at the far end, Chris Dempke just missed the career best ET, but he's at least in the semis, Winter Nationals.
Doesn't give me lane choice. I know Ed Schmeckley pulled one out, man. He ran that 28. The air is just excellent. Everybody's running good as a result of it. You know, I got to say thanks to my coworker, Brian Chippenary, who's covering for me today because this is a Tuesday. You know, I'm a professional computer engineer, but I'm an amateur drag racer. So running on Tuesday really makes it a challenge. But, hey, man, she's run a 30. She's run a 31. This car is consistent. I'm taking her to the final. That's what I'm saying.
And you say Schmeckley, we say Schmeckley. We're announcers, this is what we do.
And Brian, Chris said if he happens to win this race, dinner's on him. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your high school classmates.
Dennis Swearingen.
He didn't actually say that. I made that up. We don't want Brian getting mad at us.
Absolutely. Good looking race car on the other side, Johnny Otten. Clean and green, pretty close, but Swearingen out of the groove a little bit. Otten dropped some cylinders at the top end, slowed to a 547, but doesn't matter. He crossed the finish line first with the green light.
You get the win light here. That is the name of the game. You get to go to the semifinals. We have an opportunity here for a couple of guys that have never closed the deal at a national event to win this, including Johnny Otten, Chris Dempke. Case in point.
Jim Whiteley finished #2 in the world. He'll be gunning for #1 this year. More on that in just a moment. Check in down at the far end.
Oh, 547, that's outstanding. We're really happy with that. We thrashed to get this thing. We torched the head on the last run, and we barely made it up. I suited up in the pits. I got in the car, belted in the pits. We came up here. I got to thank Larry Mirsch and all his guys that came over and helped us. Otherwise, we wouldn't do this. So, yeah, to Windows Hawaii, Lucas Oil, Hedman Headers, we're stoked. We're going to go some rounds.
What's it do to your mindset when you're thrashing like that and getting in the car, getting suited up in the car?
I'm only the driver for 5 seconds, and then the rest of the time I'm the clutch guy. So, you know, I just do my work, just, you know, hunker down and do the clutch. And I also got to say hi to all the fellas back at my fire station 131. Guys, be safe today, and I'll see you in a little while.
God bless the guys at the fire station. Nice job holding up the banner for the fuel cars. He's surrounded right about now.
This one could be a great race. Talked about Jim Whiteley in his year. Justin Davis, that's a great race car too. Oh, neck and neck to the 1,000-foot mark, but too much Jim Whiteley at the top end. Another big boomer, 529, 268.
Smoking here at Pomona. Worth the wait. 529. That is a great race car. The Why Not team. Norm Grimes, the crew chief. Of course, he was with Rick Santos during his heyday. That right now, the best blown car in the country.
Schmeckley's 528, the big boomer of the round. Right behind him, Jim Whiteley with a 529. They will pick their lanes coming up. Top Alcohol Dragster semifinals. That means if you're keeping up at home, Top Alcohol Funny Cars are coming your way next. It's been 6 days in the making, and it only gets better here at Auto Club Raceway.
I played for the County.
Whether it be the Winter Nationals in February or the finals in November, if you come out to the LA County Fairplex, Bob, you gotta go to the Wally Parks NHRA Motorsport Museum.
It's a classic look right there. The Tom McEwen Hot Wheels car and the Farconis Coil and Minnick. John Farconis, Austin Coil, Pat Minnick, and the legendary Chi-Town Hustler. I want to go back to what I said about Jim Whiteley's car being the best blown car in the country. Ed Schmeckler's made some good runs here today, but on a consistent basis over the last 2 years, for the amount of races that he has run, there's not a better supercharged car out there right now than Jim Whiteley's.
Nobody will argue that. As you saw our Top Alcohol Funny Car matchups here in the semifinals. This is Doug Gordon, beat Clint Thompson in round number 1 and is coming off a 551, a pretty strong number.
The question is, what can they do for an encore? Brett Williamson, there's his dad directing him back. Just saw those 2 legendary funny cars. His dad used to have a car called the Harry Canary, a Plymouth Valiant funny car, one of the premier funny cars out in the West Coast. Used to run back here in the state. Marvelous race car. But the question here, are the Gordons going to try to improve? You're right on that fine line here. Little tire shake, smoke the tires, or let it run from there. This will be interesting to see what kind of numbers they can put up, and can Brett stay with them.
Big wheels up charge for Gordon. How good is the number? 5500. Great run, 261 miles an hour. Wow.
Hard to believe they improved from a 51 that was about a flawless run. Brett Williamson goes 911, fired and fell back. And watch this for Gordon. Little wiggle down lower. That could have been a 40. So close to being in that twilight zone.
A little bit of nasty tire shake. Could have been in the 540s, but down at the far end, here's an excited Doug Gordon.
I hit the gas that time. I've never had a car hit me back that hard. It threw my head back. I couldn't see. I was just going. I finally just shifted to try and calm it down so it would go. And man, that's awesome. That's awesome. We'll gather back and we'll see if we can run another good run. That one felt really good. I hope it still ran good. I only got 2 of my kids here. I wish I had all 3 of my wife here, but can't wait to go to the final.
I've never driven one of them. I believe not being able to see can be a detriment.
Probably good logic right there for sure.
Good thing he had one of those Dennis Taylor form seats when it set him back. Impressive back-to-back runs, 51 and 50. That's awesome.
Saw the burnout of Tony Bartone. That was Ken Webster down at the far end. Doug Gordon's crew's plenty happy about going to the finals. As you can see, the shadows now starting to grow long. We're getting into the evening now. Temperatures starting to cool off. The track's getting even more teeth, and tire shake could become a factor now.
The Sin Oil team car coming up, getting set to go, and Ken Webster in his first start. Now, Tony Bartone, you can't live in the past. You did not come here to beat Frank Manzo. You came here to win the drag race. Frank is in the past. You got to put that out of your mind right now on the starting line.
The RPMs come up. They'll bump them into the stage beams, and we'll turn them loose. Great lead by Bartone. How about that? 560.
Amazing. Webster goes 63 again, but Tony Bartone, you can see he was holding a bunch right off the starting line. Couple of hundreds advantage in the bank, and then made that stand up. And all of a sudden, Rick Jackson looking like a genius. Steve Boggs and Tony Bartone with that race car coming back into the class, first time out, into the money round.
And if you're Doug Gordon, do you want to see Tony Bartone in the other lane? Does have the better car, but I don't know if you want to take on T-Bear in the finals. He's at the far end.
A few years away, and just like that, you're back in the final again.
Well, you know, it's good to be back here at Pomona. Season opener, Rick Jackson Racing, Valencia Auto Bodies, Centerpoint Collision, Simpson Race Products, Redline Oil, Hussey Copper Performance Rods, Roger Dean Automotive, all our great sponsors. Just a great outing for the team here. We're creeping up on the tune-up. We're not running exactly where we want to run yet, but we got Steve Boggs back there in the pits, and he'll tune her up for the final, and one more time.
Did I say T-Bear?
Well, let me make this one thing for sure. If one of us called him T-Bear, it was Dave Reef that did it.
T-Bone, you're in the finals. All the finals are coming your way next on the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series.
Every 60 seconds,
Well, it may be Tuesday, but don't tell the diehards that are still here at the Craig and O'Reilly Winter Nationals. All they care about is that eliminations are continuing, and by day's end, we'll have champions in one of these historic Winter National races. Top Alcohol Dragster Ladder presented by Lucas Oil. Looks like it's going to be a good one, Bob.
Yeah, Dragster's running in the 530s, blown cars, and not getting lane choice. That'll tell you the quality of the cars we have here this weekend. And as you said, the great job that the Safety Safari did in preparing this racetrack. If you can't run good numbers here today, you got nobody to blame but yourself.
We're going to kick things off with Chris Demke and Ed Schmeckley. Great matchup.
Drivers apparently have a preference for lanes. Lower car from the round before gets lane choice. Ed likes the right side of the racetrack. Chris has been over there on the left side even when he had that bye run in the last round, so I haven't seen anything to indicate that there is a real preferred lane at this particular junction. See Whiteley's Why Not car rolling in behind him, and the one fuel injecting car, so the Peenright abrasives machine, and Chris Demke really have to stand on this thing if he wants to beat Ed Schmeckley, because Ed's got a good race car.
Demke's been as quick as 5:30, Schmeckley 5:28, but it's all Chris Demke. 5:27, 266.
Low ET of the event for Chris Demke. And if my numbers are right, it's going to be the first time in a long while that supercharged cars got out of the race with #1 qualifying, low ET, and top speed of the meet, unless this guy comes up with some monster numbers in this run.
That is Johnny Otten, who'll come up next, set to take on Jim Whiteley. But here comes Demke out of that race car. He knows that was a good run.
What did he say earlier in the day? We're trying to run in the 20s. They did. First time ever.
And on Tuesday afternoon, but who cares what day it is, when you're in the finals, the Winter Nationals, down to the far end.
You know, I pulled a real idiot maneuver up there. I staged before Ed had pre-staged, and you know, I've done that before, so I thought, keep my focus, don't screw it, let him pre-stage, bring my RPMs up, and be ready for him. And I think the car saved me, ran 27. I think that's low ET of the meet so far. My crew is doing an outstanding job. They're turning the car around between, we got, you know, limited time because of the condensed schedule. So we're just doing a great time. And this guy here, Ed showed us all how to do it last round, buddy. Hey, sorry about that on the starting line. I just had, I almost blew it all, but hey, thanks for a good race. Thank you, guys. Taking it to the final at Pomona. Couldn't be better on a Tuesday afternoon. Thank you.
You are welcome. As we look in the eyes of Johnny Otten in the near lane, taking on a pretty tough competitor. It's Jim Whiteley in the Why Not racing machine on the other side.
Come out to the race. Let's run low ET. Let's run top speed. They look at each other and go, why not? Great race car right now. Otten's going to have to be on his game. Have to run a career best here to win this one.
But it's not going to happen with the cylinder out. Now we need to check out the number from Whiteley. Oh, yeah. Great numbers. 528, 269.
What a pooch.
Oh, my
You don't even
goodness.
get lane choice with a 28, 269 miles an hour. I tell you, that is an impressive race team. He's only been to 22 races in the national events. He's already won 5 of them. Got a chance to make it 6. That's pretty good averages.
Demke will pick his lane. 527, 528, heading to the finals. It's great stuff here at the far end.
Headed to the final. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's a real important way this weekend come off. We didn't know if we was going to get it off. You know, we're excited to be here and look forward to going this. Who are we running? Is it Chris Demke? Awesome, awesome.
Good news is you're in a 528 with a 5. Bad news is you lose lane choice to him.
I think those lanes are pretty even. Track will be a little cooler. We'll see what happens here.
I don't know about even, but they're both super quick. What does it mean to be in the finals of the Winter Nationals? Good stuff, but it can get better. Finals are coming your way next.
When it comes to Italian sauce, some people prefer
The NHRA Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, brought to you by Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world. Beautiful sunset as you look south here from the LA County Fairplex and Auto Club Raceway Pomona as night has fallen on day 6. Good news is they do so in the finals. Top Alcohol Funny Car, it's going to be Tony Bartone and Doug Gordon.
Gordon enjoying, from a performance standpoint, a decided advantage going into this championship round. Bartone over Bellamore, and of course he took out Frank Manzo in that red lighting round for Frank, who's probably halfway to the Jersey Turnpike by now. But Gordon with those monster numbers, and he beat 3 really good drivers running 5.50. The track is really good now. You can see 40 in this final round.
Oh, this one's going to be a great race for Tony Bartone. 5:53, 259. He's been quicker and faster than that in a funny car, but not a Top Alcohol Funny Car, in picking up Winter Nationals trophy.
Had a nice performance. Rick Jackson right there in the center, and just a great effort. Welcome back. And Tony Bartone, he's pretty happy with himself. Tony, I got 2 things to tell you. First of all, welcome back to the class. Second, Reef called you T-Bear.
Not going to happen again. There's Jim Whiteley coming up in just a minute, but here's a happy T-Bone.
Well, you know, we had a little bit of trouble in first couple rounds of eliminations, but as I told you before, we got our secret weapon back there, Steve Boggs. Steve Boggs and I have won many races together, and never count him out. You can always count on him when he's lacking a little bit in the performance department to pick the car up, and we kept picking away at it, and boy, are we proud of this Center Point Collision, Valencia, Auto Bodies, all my great friends, Redline Oil, Hussey Copper, Hussey Performance Rods, Roger Dean Auto Group, Simpson Safety Equipment. Without these people, we wouldn't be here today. So we thank each and every one of them.
Think you'd return to the winner's circle this quickly?
Not in my wildest dreams.
Well, it may have been a wild dream, but it got you your 30th win in alcohol. Now here's Jim Whiteley's road to the final here in Top Alcohol Dragster. He's got a tough competitor on the other side of the racetrack.
Yeah,
this one's going to be great.
Chris Dempke's done everything but close the deal. Looking to win that elusive first national event. He has the quicker car right now, but of course that Norm Grimes team, the Why Not car there, no slappers. They're right with him stride for stride.
Oh, wow! Jim Whiteley closed out the 2008 campaign with a win here at the Auto Club Raceway, and he got the first one of 2009 by chasing Dempke around at the far end. A great race, a very happy crew at the top end, and the far end, I can imagine the drivers equally as happy.
How did it feel when you saw the win line?
I really didn't think that we was going to get there, to be honest. We dropped the lifter, had to change the motor out, had mag problems. These guys done a phenomenal job putting this thing back together. The guys from Strange Creek come over and helped us, bailed us out. We wouldn't have made it without them. Once again, Goodyear, NGK, and my whole crew, Norm Grimes, everybody, my wife, Dirk Olson, John Layfield. Tim Nunes was gone today. He's a leader in this team. I want to thank everybody.
Does it make it even more special that you had to wait this long to do it?
Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't think we was going to get it done. And we worked our tail off today. Long day. It's awesome.
Well, if the 6 days of Winter Nationals weren't enough, this thing actually went 7 for our other class finalists.
Great job. Dan Fletcher opens up with the defense of his Lucas Oil World Championship. Running there. Shane Stolty picks up his first. John Calvert, one of those new Ford Mustangs. They were the talk of the town here. Young Justin Lamb might be one of the, not might be, is one of the best young drivers in the class.
Well, they were quick and fast here. Probably will be quick and fast at our next stop. It can always be great in Gainesville, right?
Huge down in Gainesville. The first time for the East Coast. That will be the longest time in Frank Manzo's career between now and when he gets to open up the East Coast season in Florida.
All comes your way at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, March the 21st. Please be sure to join us. Bob, what are we taking away from this race?
Steve Boggs and Rick Jackson surrounding Tony Bartone. We took away that these supercharged cars ran well. When we go to Florida, we'll see Bill Reichert, we'll see Arthur Gallant. We'll find out if that 94% is indeed the big equalizer.
Oh, we had some great racing today. Glad you stuck it out with us. Don't forget about us when we come your way in Pomona. For Bob Fry, I'm Dave Reef. For our entire ESPN crew, thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. So long from Pomona.
Yeah!